best system of laboratory protection presents Rudy Vallee with John Barrymore and our special guest, Priscilla Lane.
I'll give you a smile for a smile.
Adding another seal test program. Tonight, John Barrymore and I share the mighty microphone with that lovely young star, that most charming and talented bit of Hollywood femininity, Miss Priscilla Lane.
Thank you, Rudy. That's a lovely welcome.
And you're a lovely girl.
I'm lovely, too. Don't forget that.
Of course I won't, John. Priscilla, this is John Barrymore.
Ah, John Barrymore. At last I meet the great John Barrymore. Mr. Barrymore, I understand that meeting you is a thrill a young girl can't forget if she lives to be 100.
Who told you that?
A young girl who lived to be 100.
Well, what a slap on the profile.
Priscilla, I understand that you've just finished a picture for Warner Brothers called $1 Million Baby.
Well, yes, Rudy. In the picture, I'm a girl who inherits $1 million, but I just can't hang on to it.
What? You can't hang on to a fortune? You must be foolish, Priscilla.
Speak for yourself, John.
The profile turns the other cheek.
Priscilla, we're going to borrow the premise of your picture for our satirical story tonight. You'll play the same part that you played in the picture, and I'll be the handsome young boy you fall in love with.
At this point, fact departs and fiction sets in.
Now, John. John, you'll play the part of J. Barrymore, the owner of a large but somewhat broken-down department store. In our story, strangely enough, you are somewhat financially embarrassed.
In the story, he says.
Priscilla and I are employed in your store. She works behind the music counter, and I am a floor worker.
Floor walker?
A floor walker. From 9 to 5, I walk the aisle, directing people with a smile. Mr. Vallee, sign this charge. Take this back. It's much too large. Women screaming, where's that gown? Where's that hat that's been marked down? It's only 99, they holler. Yesterday it was $1. All day long the women wail, where's that sale? Where's that sale? Hold your stopwatch. Hold your nose. All right. I've got those bargain basement remnant counter end of the month clearance sale blues. I've got those prices slashed. We're closing out fire sale $1 day blues. From morn till night, I walk the floor for my employer, Barrymore. I've got those forced to vacate, lost our lease, we quit, bankrupt sale blues. Oh, punch that time clock, those drastically reduced, nothing down, years to pay, bargain day blues.
Hey, buddy, are you the floor walker?
Yes, sir, I'm the floor walker.
Well, tell me, is there a store detective on this floor?
No, sir, why?
I'm a shoplifter, and I don't want to beat the stripe.
You better be careful, young man. They caught a shoplifter in here the other day. He was stealing girdles.
Stealing girdles, huh? What did they do to him?
They sent him up for a two-way stretch.
Oh, gee, thanks. I'll be careful, mister.
Oh, Mr. Floor Walker. Mr. Floor Walker.
Yes, madam?
I want to return this bathtub.
What's the matter with the bathtub, madam?
The drain's too big.
The drain's too big.
Yes. You see, my husband's a midget.
Oh, I see. Then you want to exchange this for a tub with a smaller drain.
No. I want to exchange this for a husband with bigger ears.
I'm sorry, madam, but Crosby is out at the moment. I'm sorry. Then I can't do anything for you.
Then I must
Should've
ask
got a
the
laugh.
owner of this store himself.
What? You want to see our great proprietor in person? You realize, madam, you are talking about the business genius, J. Cash and Carrymore Barrymore?
Well, really,
Ah, wait. You are indeed fortunate. I think at this very moment the great tycoon Barrymore is coming down on this elevator.
Main floor, notions, ladies ready to wear, notions, household appliances, notions, underwear, carpets, notions, stoves, and bets taken at track odds.
Good morning, J.B.
Vallee, what's that mob doing in the dish department?
Just a little idea of mine, J.B. We're getting even with Hollywood.
What do you mean, getting even with Hollywood?
We're giving away a free movie with every set of dishes.
Look here, Mr. Barrymore. I want you to give me my money back for this bathtub.
What's wrong with this bathtub?
The drain's too big.
Oh, it is it? Well, madam, ye bathtub shopping is closed. Ye plumber just got back from his honeymoon at Niagara Falls.
Well, where is he now?
He forgot his wife and had to go back after her.
Now, look here, Mr. Barrymore. The last time I was displeased with your service, I withdrew my charge account. I've had no account here for 5 years.
Madam, do you see this floor walker here, Rudy Vallee? I've had that no account here for 10 years.
I should have known better than to trade at this broken-down, no-account department store.
Madam, those are indeed cruel bars for the tender ears of J. Barrymore, the merchant prince. This lad Valley will testify that the Barrymore department is built upon solid rock.
That's right, madam. Everyone knows that Mr. Barrymore's store is on the rocks.
How true. Good day, gentlemen.
I didn't like the way she read that line.
See you later, sir. I'm off to walk my floor.
Wait, Valley. I've been wanting to speak to you about your work. You've been paying much too much attention to that beatific blonde who works behind yon music counter.
Do you mean Priscilla Lane, star of the new Warner Brothers picture $1 Million Baby, which is being released tomorrow in theaters throughout the country? Question mark.
Yes, that's the girl, and Jack Warner, there's your plug, baby. Now, look, Valley, I've transferred this Priscilla Lane, star of the new Warner Brothers picture $1 Million Baby, which is being released tomorrow in theaters throughout the country. Deep breath, I've transferred her to 6 different departments to break up this affair between you.
But, sir, I can't help myself, sir. I love Priscilla Lane, star of the new Warner Brothers picture $1 Million Baby, etc., ditto, and so forth.
Anyway, Rudy, do you mean to say that my transferring Priscilla to other departments did no good?
Frankly, none at all, sir. I first was smitten with this kitten when I met her in mittens. I adored her when I saw her in infant's wear. I pursued her in hot water bottles. But it was in vacuum cleaners that she really swept me off my feet.
Well, stay away from her or you'll both be in preserved goods.
Preserved goods?
Yes, canned. Now start walking, floor walker.
Say, buddy, I'm all through with me shoplifting on this floor. I got me loot piled over there in the corner. Do you boys deliver?
No, sir. Sorry, sir.
Some service. Say, where'll I find a music counter?
Right this way, sir. Come with me. Here we are. Well, this is the music counter. Oh, Priscilla.
Oh, hello, Rudy.
This gentleman's looking for some music.
Oh, certainly. Any special song, sir?
Yeah. Have you got low here to gentle larks? You know, that tune sends me.
Why, here you are, sir. Lo, here, the gentle lark. Will you take it with you, or shall I send it?
Yeah, just leave it on the counter. I'll swipe it later. Oh, here the gentle lark. Oh, here the gentle.
Gee, Priscilla, you sure do look pretty today. Going dancing with me again tonight?
Oh, Rudy, we've been dancing every night this week. I'm dead. I'm on my feet all day, and you're on them all night.
I wondered what made the floor so bumpy.
And another thing, Rudy, I'm getting tired of you taking me home on the streetcar every night.
Tell you what, Priscilla. I have a brother who works for the city. I'll borrow his truck tonight.
Oh, Rudy, a truck?
Don't worry, dear. There'll be room for you. I'll take the ash cans out first.
Rudy, you'd better not let Mr. Barrymore catch you talking to me. He might fire you.
I don't care. I love you, Priscilla. Don't you like me?
Sure, I like you, Rudy, but you're so slow. Gosh, we've been going steady for 6 years, and you've never even kissed me.
You never asked me to.
Oh, Rudy, when you were a boy,
Point
didn't
killer.
you ever play post office?
Nope, we had rural free delivery.
Here comes the boss, Rudy. Let's pretend we're demonstrating a song for the customer.
All right. Now, here's a brand new love song, sir. Let me sing it for you. A spendthrift in love. I have no money to lend, but here's a heart that I'd like to spend. A spendthrift in love. I waste my breath in a song, but it's not wasted if you're not along. I'd like to spend my dreams of peace planning something new, a small surprise or two, a way of pleasing you. A spendthrift in love. I'll spend my life loving you. I'll spend eternity loving you. Did you like it, sir?
No, I didn't. And I warned you two about mooning together on company time, didn't I?
But, Mr. Barrymore, Priscilla and I belong together. We're inseparable, like bargain and basement.
You must be basement, brother, because you're no bargain. And here's some news for you, my little lovebirds. Tomorrow I'm going to have a sale in honor of both of you.
Oh, how nice. What kind of a sale, sir?
A fire sale. You're fired.
With a roll of the drums and a clashing of cymbals and a trumpeter's call, Seal Test announces its own glamorous new baby star, a daringly different ice cream which we've christened Plum Royale, the Seal Test flavor for June. Yes, you've guessed it. It's a combination of plums and ice cream. Ripe, juicy plums from the finest orchards mingled with a luscious Seal Test vanilla ice cream. There's a taste thrill if ever there was one. You just can't imagine how that tart, tantalizing flavor of sun-ripened plums blends with the cool sweetness of creamy vanilla ice cream. But you don't have to imagine it. You can enjoy a heaping dish full of it right now, tonight. We're introducing this colorful June flavor a few days earlier, so you may enjoy it over the holiday weekend. So the Seal Test ice cream dealer in your neighborhood is ready to serve you Plum Royale right now. Ask for it in the red, white, and gray Seal Test pint package, the modern container which preserves intact all of the ripe, fresh fruit flavor of this sensational new ice cream. The container which ensures you're getting genuine Seal Test ice cream, supervised for quality and purity by the Seal Test laboratory system. Remember the name, Seal Test Plum Royale Ice Cream. We'll tell you in a few minutes where to buy it in your community. Back in the Barrymore department store where life goes on, despite the fact that Priscilla Lane and Rudy Vallee have just been fired, Rudy the floor walker is in the boss's office pleading for their job.
But, Mr. Barrymore, I've been a floor walker in your store for 10 years now. Why, I've given you the best 10 years of my feet.
Vallee, pick up your bunions and go. Exit heel.
But listen, Mr. B.
I'm sorry, my boy. You have broken the sacred pledge of the Barrymore store floor walker. Do you remember that pledge, my son?
Yes, sir. I remember it. As an employee of the Barrymore store, I will do my best to do my floor walker's duty. Oh, I can't go on, sir. I can't.
I'll finish it for you. As an employee of the Barrymore store, I will do my best to do my floor walker's duty. To direct people to the wrong departments at all times. To look down my nose at all customers and browbeat them to the best of my ability. To misdirect people who ask the way to the lounge. To keep my carnation watered so that I may neatly groomed, fragrantly fresh, and constantly smell.
Then, this means...
Yes, Vallee. Turn in your carnation.
Oh, no! Don't let me turn in my carnation. Anything but that.
All right, turn in your feet. You walk like a duck anyway.
Mr. Barrymore, fire me if you must. I'm a man. I can take it. But don't fire Priscilla Lane. She has 3 poor brothers to support.
What brothers?
Warner Brothers.
Huh?
Let them get along as best they can. Lake is still fired.
Oh, Rudy, look at this telegram I got.
It looks nice. What does it say?
It doesn't say anything. I have to read it. Priscilla Lane, care of Barrymore's department store. Regret to inform you that your granduncle, Jesse R. Paskudniak, died at midnight last night. His will makes you sole heir to $1 million, signed O'Brien, O'Grady, O'Flaherty, and O'Schwartz.
Oh, my, $1 million. $1 million. That's a lot of fish, sister, a lot of fish. And Barrymore, methinks you've got that Isaac Walton feeling coming on.
Why, Mr. Barrymore, what are you mumbling about?
I was just thinking about your poor old granduncle Jesse. Your granduncle and my old friend and fraternity brother, Jesse Pasudniak.
Wait a minute, Mr. Barrymore. Were you really Priscilla's granduncle's fraternity brother?
Certainly, me boy. Jesse and I were both members of the old Greek fraternity, Leva Lophadoa. Why, 'twas I who pledged him when I heard when he was... What's the matter? I better all again. Why, 'twas I who pledged him when I was head of our frat. Frathead Barrymore, he called me. Ah, poor Jesse. Poor Pastvudniak.
Oh, please don't take it so hard, Mr. Barrymore. After all, he does leave me $1 million. Just think of that.
Yes, as you say, I'll try thinking of that. And listen, my little $1 million baby. No kin of my old friend Jesse can go without.
Without what?
Without giving me part of that.
Aha! I thought so. You never did know her great-granduncle Jesse.
Well, anyhow, I'm fired, so let's go, Rudy.
Now, wait. I was just kidding when I said you were fired. I just said that for a little laugh.
And that's just what it got.
Come on, Rudy. Let's tell everybody the good news. Listen, everybody.
Ah, there they go. 2 simple children with $1 million. Ah, who will protect them against the wicked old plotters? Who will protect them against tricky old connivers? Who will protect them against me?
Well, if it isn't Priscilla's little niece, Sally Ann. Hello, honey.
Hello, tall, dark, and shielded.
My, Sally Ann, how nice you look. You're certainly getting to be a very pretty little girl.
Gee, thank you, sir.
My, Sally, you're blushing, but really, before long, you'll be a beautiful girl like Priscilla.
Gee, how wonderful.
And someday you'll have lots of boyfriends.
Gee, how wonderful.
Someday you may even have a boyfriend just like me.
Gosh, how terrible. Yeah.
Now, Sally Ann, you shouldn't be so mean to me.
Gee, I ain't mean. I like you, Mr. Vallee. I think it's wonderful the way you make your voice come out of my mouth. Gee, you're a great ventriloquist.
Thank you, but what makes you say that?
Gee, other ventriloquists try to keep their mouths closed when they speak, but you don't even try.
Now, be a good little girl and tell Aunt Priscilla that I'm here, and Rudy Vallee will give you a surprise.
What is it?
A penny.
From Rudy Vallee, that's no surprise.
Sally Ann, are you going to let me in the house around you?
I suppose so. You can't stand out there all night on the front stoop.
Sally Ann, watch your punctuation. Now, let's go in.
Sally Ann, who's there?
Yes, one of your boyfriends. Yes, who?
Jimmy?
No.
Freddie?
No.
Well, give me a hint.
$16.50 with 2 pair of pants.
Oh, Rudy! Oh, I'll be down in a minute, darling. There's some new sheet music on the piano. Why don't you run over a number?
All right, Priscilla, I will. Now, Sally Ann, will you keep quiet while I sing you a song?
No.
If you don't, I won't give you this penny.
You're a hard man, Billy.
Tonight, no crowds are near to bore us. My heart is light. The stars are waiting for us. The moon's above me. Time is fleeting. Don't say you love me. My heart might stop its beating. Tonight's our night. The moonlight softly blending. Your eyes are bright. They say the happy... Not too fast, Eddie. For you are close to me, and all is right. Just because tonight's our night. Tonight's our night. No crowds are near to bore us. My heart is light. The stars are waiting for us. The moon's above me. Time is fleeting. Stop it, quiet. Don't say you love me. My heart might stop its beating tonight. The moonlight softly blending. Your eyes are bright. They see the happy ending, while you are close to me, and all is right, just because tonight our night. Well, Sally Ann, how did you like my song?
Mr. Vallee, do you sing for a living?
Yes, I do.
Here's your penny back. You need it more than I do. Excuse me, I have to answer the door.
Well, if it isn't a nice little girl.
I'll be a good little girl. Don't take me away. Please don't take me away.
Take you away, my dear child. Who do you think I am?
The bogeyman.
Bogeyman? Why, my valley voice sheriff, I am John Barrymore.
Same thing. And I sneer at you. There, I sneered.
Get out of my way, small fry. I've come to see your aunt. Your lovely aunt. Your rich aunt.
Well, look who's here, Mr. Barrymore.
Oh, Valley. Beat me to it, eh? I mean, you here, Valley.
Yes, Mr. Barrymore, and what are you doing here?
What am I doing here?
Yes.
Now, let's see. What am I doing here? Oh, yes. I was just delivering my magazines, and my scooter broke down.
Mr. Barrymore, you selling magazines?
Absolutely. 6 more subscriptions, and I get an electric train.
Lionel?
No, he's selling newspapers. Rudy, you see a lot of that $1 million. I mean, Miss Lane, don't you?
Oh, yes, sir. I love Priscilla. I'm crazy about her. And I'd have asked her to marry me even if she hadn't inherited this horrible $1 million.
$1 million is horrible, isn't it?
Oh, yes, sir. Now I can't work up enough courage to propose.
Well, my lad, it's lucky for you I happened to stumble in here tonight. I'll propose for you.
Would you really do that for me?
Of course, my lad. You've got to settle down sometime, and it might as well be with Priscilla and that $1 million. After all, you don't want to spend the rest of your life living from hand to mouth.
Please, sir, let's leave your table manners out of this.
All right. So now just turn around the block and give me a chance to propose to Priscilla for you.
Oh, thank you, sir. You are a friend indeed.
You're right. A friend indeed is a friend in need, and I'm that. Run along, son, and leave everything to me, and I do mean everything. There he goes, the gullible oaf. And when he returns, he shall find that I, John Barrymore, the plotting profile, am number 158 in Priscilla's draft board of love.
Now a brief pause for seal test identification. Here we go to all of those communities where seal test milk and ice cream are sold. Ready? And thus, while the unsuspecting Rudy Vallee walks around the block, crafty John Barrymore is found on bended knee, the good one, proposing to Priscilla Lane.
But, Mr. Barrymore, I don't understand. What are you trying to say?
Just this, me $1 million baby, from the pictures of the same name. In this town, there is a man who loves you, a man who adores you, and a man who wants to marry you.
Good. I'll take the last one.
Don't you understand? I, John Barrymore, am offering you my hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I happen to be in love with Rudy Vallee.
You mean you're turning down John Barrymore for Rudy Vallee?
Yes.
My child, how can you putter with an outboard motor when beside you stands the steamship Arizona?
I'm sorry, but Rudy is the man I love. He's the one I'm going to marry.
My dear, I hate to tell you this, but I'm afraid I must. Rudy is already married.
What? Rudy Vallee has a wife?
A wife? Why, child, he has 10.
10 wives?
Easily. He has 1 in New York, 2 in Chicago, 3 in Dallas, and 4 in San Francisco.
Oh, but that's absurd. What use could Rudy Vallee have for so many wives?
Where do you think his fan mail comes from?
Oh, this is horrible. Well, how could Rudy have wives in New York, Chicago, Dallas, and San Francisco? How could he do it?
Easy. He has a motorcycle.
Oh, this is awful. I'll never talk to Rudy again as long as I live.
Well, here we are. Oh, Mr. Barrymore, how's everything? Did you fix me?
But good.
Priscilla, darling, isn't this wonderful?
Rudy Vallee, is everything this man said about you true?
Every word. You can believe him implicitly.
Then it's true. It's true. You're a bluebird in Technicolor. You're a profligate and a philanderer.
Yeah, and I'm also a volunteer fireman. Yeah.
You've broken my heart, Rudy Vallee. 10 wives. Aren't you ashamed?
Hey, wait a minute. There's something phony going on here. Barrymore, just what did you tell Priscilla about me?
It's 8:15. I'd better be going. It's past my bedtime.
What did you tell her?
Well, gotta run along. Got a tough day tomorrow. I'm playing third base for the Boyle Heights Bloomer girls.
What did you tell her?
He told me you had 10 wives and a motorcycle, and then he proposed to me.
He did he? Oh, I see it all now. Barrymore, you lied to her just to get hold of that $1 million. For shame, Mr. Barrymore, for shame. Don't you know that money is the root of all evil?
Yes. Yes, I know that money's the root of all evil. But can I help it? If I felt like pulling a few weeds.
There, Priscilla. There you see the scoundrel unmasked. And he still looks awful.
Don't listen to him, my dear. You still have that $1 million, haven't you, baby?
Yes.
And you are still me one and only. Me 1 in a million.
Well, it really isn't $1 million. You see, there's an $800,000 inheritance tax, a state tax, a federal tax, a personal property tax, an income tax, a luxury tax, a defense tax, and a lawyer's fee. In fact, they have it figured out that when I'm through, I'll have exactly $23.78.
$23.78?
Yes.
You know, sometimes I wonder what I ever saw in you.
There, Priscilla, you see it for yourself. That's the man who proposed to you.
Well, don't worry, Rudy. Why, I wouldn't marry John Barrymore if he were the last man on earth.
And the way it looks, he stands a pretty good chance of making it. Priscilla, will you marry me? I've always loved you and always will.
I guess we must be getting close to a love song.
Close. We're in it. From taps. Wait. Get happening. Dream the whole night through. Each night. Never hear it. You never hear it. Let him stand up and suck it out.
Well, my dear sentimental children, I suppose you'll get married now, and you won't be coming back to Barrymore's defunct department store.
That's right. We're going to buy a little cottage, aren't we, Rudy?
Yes. We'll have a lovely little cottage in Burbank, near Warner Brothers. And by and by, maybe someday there'll be a little 1 or 2 or 3.
How do you like that, Valley? Marries a girl with $1 million and still winds up a floor walker.
I have the pleasure of looking forward to another great reunion, a great event, I might say, because next Thursday brings Lionel Barrymore back with us for another titanic tussle of comedy, drama, and music. Together, the brothers Barrymore and Brother Vallee shall travel through a satire of the stage and screen entitled Truth Is All. We'll be looking for you, and until then, this is Rudy Vallee saying au revoir and good night.
Seal Test Incorporated and its member companies are subsidiaries of the National Dairy Products Corporation. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
Turn over your opening thing.